Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today's video is about the current board and why it must be dissolved. The current board must be dissolved for the following reasons. I'm going to give you those reasons that then you decide whether it should be dissolved or not. And we will discuss that in the community meeting on Saturday. Number one, voting members list has flaws, serious flaws. A voting member list, it was finalized. This is the list. It was finalized before the election, and a copy of this list, this is the original list that was given to me, was finalized. And this list was given to me because I was a candidate for the election, so I could reach out to the candidates and ask them to vote for me. And this is the finalized list with 82 members on it. Original list only contained 82 members, not 89 members. Actually, 81 members. 81, not 89, okay? On the day of the election, okay? 9 more people were added. 8 more people were added. They were written in with pen on the day of the election by the election committee. Why? List is finalized. Why are you adding more people? Election committee was responsible to finalize that list before the election, as I said. What also happened is that vice president and a few other people, they were on the last board. As the people were coming in to vote, they were introducing Qazi Haq, who was who was the candidate for the treasurer, and they were telling him, vote for him, vote for him, vote for him, right under the nose of the election committee. I stopped them several times, and I told them, what you're doing is highly illegal. You cannot do this. Read the Constitution. You cannot do this. You cannot introduce the candidate when people are coming in to vote. That should have been done beforehand, okay? Several people on this list have not paid their dues in over a year, and they told me this. Only the paid members who have paid their dues for 2 consecutive years can be on the voters list so they can vote. 2 consecutive years. It's 24 months. $25 a year. That's $300 a year, $600 for 2 years. 1 person per household can vote. Not the entire family. Dr. Qazi Al-Tariq's son came in to cast his vote on that day. Has he paid his dues for the last 2 years? If he did, how come his name was not on my list, the finalized list? Who told him that he could come on the day of the election and vote? Why his name is there? Why is one of those extra 8 people who are added? The preferred method of payment for members is by check, according to the Constitution. And if anybody pays cash, then a receipt must be issued to that person by the treasurer. Once again, according to the Constitution. According to several members on the voting list, like I said, they have not paid their dues, and they stated that Atif Hassan told them that he will mark them as paid members. Why? Because these people from the community came and helped the masjid out, clean the toilet, fix something else, and they said, brother, we did this fi sabilillah, not because we want you to add our name as a paid member. Atif said, don't worry about it. I'm going to mark you, I'm going to give you a credit, and I'll add you as marked, as paid member for the election. When someone does something for the masjid, they cannot be marked as a paid member because everyone in the community does something for the masjid. Anyways, but not everyone pays $25 a month, which is $300 a year. And those are the people who can vote. Not someone who wants to clean the masjid and vacuum. That's not paying the masjid. Atif has no authority to mark someone as paid unless he received a check or cash for it. Cleaning the masjid does not cut it at all. Why he took it upon himself? Responsibility to finalize the voters list before the election falls on the shoulders of the election committee. And no names can be added on that list later on. That is manipulation of the voters list. There are only 81 paid members, as I said earlier. Later on, the list was extended to 89 voters. Okay? And my question is this. My question is very simple. My question is this. Where these extra people came from and why they were not added to the list before when it was finalized. Why was the list finalized and all these people came to vote later on and their names were added? Following people were responsible for this screw up, and that's the election committee. And that consists of Dr. Qazi Al-Tariq, Meher Quda, okay, and Brother Siddiqui. Board members from the old board were introducing the candidates, like I said, Qazi Haq, to the voters who were coming in to vote. And election committee did nothing about it. They were sleeping the entire time, and I had to intervene. Okay, and it does not matter whether people on this list came to vote that day or not. Okay, what is important is their names are here, and they have not paid their dues, and they should not have been on this list. And that's the violation of the Constitution. And that is the reason why the elections the elections were rigged. Okay, elections were rigged. Several members did not pay their dues. As I said over and over and over again. While meantime, they managed to have their names on the list. So elections were rigged because the voter list is bogus and not verified. voters list is questionable because several members admitted to not paying their dues. So if they did not pay their dues, their names should not have been there. If few honest people came forward and admitted to not paying and they slipped through the cracks, okay, then many people on their list slipped through the cracks and managed to cast their votes. Entire voters list will now be investigated and a case will be taken to the judge, who may or may not call for a re-election based on the evidence and witness statements that I provide to them. Now, voters fraud is also a form of corruption, and it must be investigated. And we should speak up on that. Current board must be dissolved pending the result of legal outcome and possible re-election based on this bogus voters list. Several community members have decided to send an official notification to the voters fraud, into the voters fraud to the current board and responsible individuals of Middletown Islamic Center, those high profile individuals, influential people. They're going to get a notice too. We will keep the community posted of our progress, and we'll let you know what's going on. I'm not alone anymore. Alhamdulillah. Other brothers have agreed to join me and get rid of corrupt individuals from our community once and for all. I'm all ears. I'm all ears if the current board members want to explain anything to me and the concerned community members, okay? I'm all ears. I'm ready to listen to you. We feel that we have a very strong case and enough evidence that will convince the judge that elections were rigged and not conducted according to the Constitution. I have more pointers, but I'm not going to give that to you. I'm going to give that to the judge. It is in the best interest of the current board to establish a dialogue with me before I move forward with this, okay? Last thing this community needs is another lawsuit. I was not a part of the last lawsuit, and I do not even know what that lawsuit was about. I really do not want to go this route, okay, unless I am left with no choice. So think about really think about this, okay? Think about is that this is in the best interest of the community, and more importantly, it is in the best interest for you people, okay? Because you are the one who are responsible for this. I am the one with the evidence and witnesses who are willing to speak to the community on Saturday, and they're going to come forward and they will speak, okay? Are you ready to sit with me in front of the community and explain yourself? Because I know I'm ready. I'm 100% ready. Inshallah, I'll be there Saturday, okay? Because we are not going to live with this. You're not going to threaten me with legal action or anything else like this, because I know I am 100% truthful and I have everything on evidence, okay? I have all the evidence. I'm not just speaking, I'm not just picking up answers from thin air, I have the evidence, and I will produce that evidence, okay, to the community. So Saturday, I will see, inshallah, everyone over there. If you have any questions, you can come in contact with me. Until next time we meet. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.